Today is August 16th out of 31 reasons to get over a breakup. Yes, my name is Alexander Dezan, and today I'm going to be sharing with you about how a renewed sense of self is a major benefit of getting over a breakup. Yeah, you can guess it. Like a renewed sense of self, I'm talking about even like before getting into the relationship, even maybe before being a teenager and before being a child. I'm talking about a renewed sense of self, as in remembering who you truly are and regaining your self worth. Having a renewed sense of self like encompasses so many different aspects of your life, and it shows up in so many different ways. I know for me, and again, I'm going to share personal experiences. And, I talk to a lot of men all over the country and stuff, but just making sure my camera's straight here. But I go to the personal stories because I've been through all this, and I could talk about other people's stories, but I feel that talking about a personal story or personal stories is a little more impactful, and you can hear it coming from the person who's actually gone through it. Um, but renewed sense of self, during the relationship I kept losing myself more and more and more. And if you're dealing with a breakup, divorce, or heartbreak, and you're dealing with it as bad as I was, with as much pain, hurt, anger, resentment, guilt, shame, loneliness, sorrow, worthlessness, like all of those feelings, if you've dealt with it that much, then like it's been happening since during the relationship and even before the relationship. And as you slowly lost yourself more and more as the relationship went on, and then all of a sudden it stopped, think about it. Maybe before you were more complete. And then as the relationship went on, you slowly diminished yourself, and then it ended. And now, without you even realizing it, your worth maybe was here, not full, but maybe it was here, and now it's down here. And now that person has left you. And what they were doing for you was filling the void that you had inside of yourself. But when they left, you're left with that void, but there's no one to fill it for you. You're left feeling like this. And so part of getting over a breakup, divorce, or heartbreak is refinding that void, that part of you that's missing. And I could talk about how to heal and strategies, and that's what we do. But when you're left and you go out into the world and you have this open wound, this space, this void that's been filled up with someone else, but now that person's gone and now you have this void. And now you're out in the world trying to navigate the world with an empty part of you. And you're going here and you're going there and you're looking for things to fill this void. That's why we talk about, like, you look at like rebounding relationships, substance abuse, you talk about shopping, traveling, all of these things, even working out and and eating healthy even. And like when we push too hard, it's because we think that all of these things are going to fill our void. And until we properly heal, we'll never fill this void. But getting over a breakup properly and properly healing, I'm talking about before meeting someone else. I'm talking about before you can technically go out into the world and start meeting new people with the hopes that you want to share your life with them. Because guess what? If someone else comes into your life and they have a void as well, you two are going to come together. Sure, you're going to complete each other, but what happens when one of you splits? The same thing is going to happen. That's why it's so important to find someone that's 100%. Because when someone's 100% and they come and they find you, you're still going to be empty. They're not going to help fill your void, and they're not going to be around for you to help you, because at the end of the day, they're 100%. They're looking for someone else who's 100%, so they can come together and they can share life together. But if you're open and vulnerable, and not vulnerable, but if you're open and you have that void and you're empty inside, someone who's complete and whole is not going to want to be with someone who's got that void. That's why it's so important to get over a breakup, because a renewed sense of self is when you start to close that void and start to close that gap. And as you start to understand and learn more about yourself and you start to properly heal, and as that gap closes, now the people that are coming into your life, they're going to match exactly the void that you have. So maybe before, your void was uh, 80% of yourself, or 50% or 40%. I'm just giving out numbers, percentages, so you can understand. But maybe let's say it's 50%. Okay, 50% of you is whole and 50% of you is a void. And this goes back years and years, and this is what we help with. But let's say 50% you have a void. That means the people you're going to attract is going to be a 50% person. So together you're going to come and you're going to fill each other's void. If you're 40%, then you're going to find someone else who's identical and you guys are going to fill the gap. But as you start to close that gap and you're 80%, 90%, you're going to attract people who are 80%, 90%. But once you're 100%, you will attract someone who's 100%. And even if someone who's, maybe you're 100% and someone else comes and they're at 50%, do you think you're going to want to get involved with someone who's got a void, who's got a gap, who has some sort of emptiness in the heart? No. That's why it's so important to refine yourself and to heal yourself, because a renewed sense of self is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. And it starts with you. It starts with healing, and it starts with understanding where you've come from and who you are today. And it's about being honest, and it's about being real with yourself. And I'm being real and honest. And if you've been watching me or whatever, you know that I'm a straightforward, honest person. I talk about it. I don't sugarcoat things. But if you're going through a hard time, and I have super empathy for you and I have super compassion because I've been there, I know, but I also know what it's like on this side. And that's why I'm straightforward and honest, because that's also my personality, because I'm at 100%, that I can show up the way I am and be who I am and be okay with that. I don't need validation from someone else in order to feel good about myself. This is who I am. This is how I am. And either people respect it or they don't. But either way, I'm always 100% full. I'm always 100%. I always am 100% myself. And when you get over a breakup, you get to be 100%. You get to at least be on the road to getting to 100%. That's the amazing feeling. And you know what? We can say 100%, but like, the world, the universe, everything is infinite. So what is 100%? 100% is just moving in the direction towards growth. That's all it is. It's about moving forward. It's about always knowing what you're worth and just continuing to grow and continuing to contribute. But you can't do those type of things. You can't be yourself when you're still getting over something from the past or still wallowing in the past. And again, it might have come from your childhood. And again, that's what we help with. But it's so important that you know that one of the benefits to getting over a breakup is a renewed sense of self. Because when you are 100%, and I'm telling you, I'm honest, I'm not sugarcoating, you will feel amazing, even better than you did during the relationship. Because the relationship, if you look back, you were slowly losing yourself. And now you're left without that person to fill that void. And now you're incomplete with them. Oh, they made me feel great. Oh, they said this. Oh, they wanted me to change that. Always about them. Always. And I know that because that's how I spoke when I got over the breakup. I spoke exactly like that. Oh, like I didn't even know my personality. I didn't even know the good qualities I had, because my good qualities were only based on what they said my good qualities were. I have so many amazing qualities that she didn't even understand that I had. But I now understand that I have them. But what she thought my amazing qualities were, I have those, but I have so many more. And just like you have so many more amazing qualities that you know are there, but you don't know how to access them. And they're deep inside. And again, that's what we do. That's what we help with. We help you to uncover those qualities. We help you so you don't need someone to fill that gap, so you can show up in the world 100%. Because when you're 100%, you're going to bring other people 100%, because 100% people want to hang out with 100% people. You heard the term likes attract likes? It's pretty straightforward. Likes attract likes. That's how it is. So imagine being 100%. What kind of people are you going to attract? Are you going to attract people who have no value? Hell no. You're going to attract people who don't love themselves? Hell no. You're going to attract people who don't know what they want to do with their life? Hell no. But if you continue to not be 100%, you will continue to attract those kind of people who are going to either fill the void, who are going to fill the void for you, and you're going to fill the void for them. And that's when you get like this. And then guess what? Something else is going to happen in the relationship, or something else is going to happen in your life. You two are going to split up, and now you're going to be even worse off because you've put more value into someone else. Putting value, regaining self-worth is never about anyone else outside of ourselves. It's always about you. It's always about me. It's about ourselves. And the world I want to live in is a world where everyone shows up 100%. If we just focus on what we love, and we focus on what makes us happy, and we focus on loving ourselves, then everyone is taken care of in the entire world. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Now everyone's coming together and they're enjoying each other's company. And who would these people want to hang out with again? Do you think they want to hang out with people who have low self-worth? No, that's the reality. But that's what I do. That's what Security and I do. We enjoy helping men just like you to rebuild that self-confidence, to regain that self-worth, because we know it's in there. And that's why we talk about attracting a soulmate. It's not getting you prepped, having lines and quick things to say, and what dating apps to go on, and like what love language to go. And there's nothing against that stuff. That's all great on the surface level. But we don't teach that, because it's deeper than that. We teach you how to love yourself. We teach you how to regain your self-worth. And that's real, because when you have self-worth, you can attract the soulmate that you want, because you're both going to be 100%. So anyways, thanks guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Have a good day.